Today I wrote an email about the power of words, when you speak to people. This morning when I walked into the student union building, I saw a couple of my wrestlers, and the first thing I said was, "Hey, you're the man." And it's kind of a joke on the wrestling team because the way I say it, it's my tone. It seems kind of sarcastic, but at the same time, I really do mean it. When I say, "Hey, you're the man," to every single one of my wrestlers every single day, I mean it. I truly mean it. I want them to know that I care about them and that they're a special human being. But at the same time, I'm kind of, being sarcastic and a little bit funny at the same time. But the reason I bring this up is because I have been in situations where I have had coaches whose language is negative almost every time I see them, and then I have had coaches whose language has been very positive. And if you're gonna have an extreme of either one, at least in my experience, I've felt a lot better with the happy, positive extreme, although it can be kind of annoying and corny sometimes. What my coach said to me back in the day really did matter. I remember getting in an argument with Coach Ruff at the Lindenwood Open after I lost, and I was just so pissed off, and no offense to him, but, he said some things that were a bit discouraging to me. And I wasn't super happy about it. I don't blame him for that. But then he's also had moments where he was like the opposite side, the positive side. Like, you're the man, you're the best in the world. Like, you're the beast. And those days were the days where I was like, oh man, cool, I'm the best. My coach said I'm the best. I'm the best. And why was it important for me? Because a lot of people would be like, man, it doesn't matter what your coach says. Why do you care what your coach says? But for me, that was the guy I looked up to. That was the guy who gave me my scholarship and gave me the opportunity to wrestle and potentially win national titles. So yeah, of course, when he said something, I listened. When he said something, it meant something to me. So the simple little good things, you're the man, the simple, you're the champ, you're the best in the world, those things really boosted my confidence when I competed. Every single time before I went out to a duel, I would slap and bump with my coach, and he would say, you're a thug. And, we said that because I needed to embrace that character, and when he said it, I truly believed it. Then it was extremely important to me that he believed in me, and the language that he used showed that more than anything. Obviously, the actions show it too, but for me personally, the language does matter. So I find that it's incredibly important now as a coach myself, whether it's online, in person, to be incredibly precise with my speech, because one day down the line, what I say may really affect one of the wrestlers or the jiu-jitsu people that I teach, and I want that effect to be good, not bad, because the words that we say, whether they're positive or negative, will compound, and those words will essentially be the ideal for some person that you're saying them to of who you are. So if that person is your student, you want that ideal of you to be a good ideal, right? You don't want it to be a bad one. You want them to trust you and look up to you and feel that when they need to be picked up, that you're there to pick them up, and when they need to be pushed, you have built that relationship, that positive relationship with them, then maybe, yeah, you can be a little bit harder on them when it's time to be hard on them, but not consistently. And so I think more often than not, little things like, hey, you're the man, or hey, you're the best, or you're the champ, you're the best in the world, I feel like more often than not, those things will build trust, build that family relationship within a team, and build the community that you need to have a successful team, whether that's wrestling, whether it's jiu-jitsu, and to have a successful coach-to-athlete relationship. So be precise in your speech, think about your words, and realize that you have a compounding effect on each and every student that you teach.